Have you ever come across an armored Lynel in Tears of the Kingdom and wondered what the easiest way is to take it out? Because to be honest with you, that thing looks insanely scary. The good news is I have a weapon that can shred through the Lynel's armor, so stick around so I can show you how to build it. The first thing we're gonna need is a sword. Now, not any sword is gonna do. We're gonna need a specific sword that has a very specific stat that's gonna help us take down armored Lynels using Flurry Rush. So to get that sword, what you need to do is go into the throne room of Hyrule Castle, and once you're in the throne room, you wanna head up the left staircase here, and then just wrap all the way around until you get to the second floor. Once you get to the second floor, you should see the sword laying on the ground under a little knight statue. So go ahead and pick that up. And if you've already picked up one in the past and you broke it, all you have to do is wait for a blood moon and they should respawn. So there you go. The reason why we want this sword is because it has a very good stat. It increases the power of Flurry Rush during perfect dodge. So anytime that you do a perfect dodge against one of these armored Lynels, it's going to almost double the damage of the weapon itself, so it's going to do a ton of damage extremely quickly. Now that we have our sword, we need to modify it with one spiky boy. We need to fuse it with a spiked ball, and you can get these at a couple of locations. The first one I know about is Hyrule Field Skyview Tower, so that's one of the easiest places. All you have to do is, if you've already unlocked the tower, you probably know all about it. As soon as you run up the little ramp, they'll probably knock that little spike ball down on you. You can just fuse it to the sword. If you already got the tower unlocked, just go ahead and fly to the tower, and then you can just run up and fuse it to it real quick and then just run away. Now, the second place that you can get it is actually over by the Bedrock Bistro. I saw it earlier when I was building this sword. It's over by the Timawok Shrine, so if you have that one unlocked, you can just go over to that, and it's gonna be up on a little hill to the left, just left of the Octorok that we're gonna use later in the video. And that's pretty much all there is to it, to building the weapon itself. But now what we wanna do is go ahead and add some stat modifiers to it to make it a little bit stronger. Now, there's a couple of routes that you can go with this. If you want to, you can build it with a durability plus, so you can go around and fight multiples of these guys. If you wanna go farm, say for instance, a bunch of armored Lynels, armored bokoblins, or if you wanna go farm taluses, something along those lines, then you can go for the durability option. However, I kind of prefer to go the attack option just because of the fact that you can feed it back to Octoroks later and just make them, whole again. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna feed it to an Octorok, and the first one that you feed it to, it doesn't really matter what the stat's gonna be, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that double stat modifier, because you can stack an effect up to 2 with these. So just go ahead and feed it to that Octorok while you're over here by the Bedrock Bistro. To be honest with you, I probably would just go over here to get that spiked ball. But like I said, I mean, if you're over at the Hyrule Skyview Tower, you can get it there too. Especially if you're early game and you don't feel like traversing out this way. Once I get that first stat buff, I like to go over to this shrine here at the back of Death Mountain next to the little 2 lizard pond things. All you have to do is go to this little shrine here, and if you look behind the shrine, there's gonna be a little pathway, and honestly, you can just fuse a minecart to whatever shield that you have, and you can kind of just ride and coast down that hill, and there's gonna be multiple Octoroks. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them down there. So you can just keep feeding them to those guys until they give you that attack modifier that you want. I got a +9, you can get up to a +10, and that should give you right around 35 on the attack power, and it's honestly, that's pretty strong, especially against armor, like rock armor itself. So that should be plenty to go ahead and knock out those armored Lynels. I always keep this in my back pocket just in case I want to go farm silver Lynels, and I can just go down to that Coliseum and farm them. This is the easiest way to do it. And there you guys have it. That's all there is to it. Now you got yourself a pretty OP armor busting weapon that you can use on armored Lynels or stone taluses or whatever. Just keep one of these in your back pocket and it'll make your gameplay a lot easier. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And until next time, peace out.